Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Yuck, right? Like, what the fuck do I even post? I don't even know. I don't even know. Um, the truth be told, like, I started this channel as a vlog channel, and I just wanted to, like, show what I was doing throughout the days, as well as, like, go into astrology, like, in-depth details about astrological events happening, because I am an astrologer. And when I made this channel, I had just come out of a really, really difficult situation. Um, Working for somebody that was essentially a cult in every fucking sense of the way. Um, so I created this channel in the beginning, all these years ago, because I got out of a cult. And I was still deeply interested in the things that I loved, and I was recovering from like COVID and all of the crazy things that were going on. And then I was just kind of like vlogging stuff that was on my mind and my life at the time, through my ups and downs, and just being like intimate and vulnerable in front of a camera was like really healing. And now I'm at this point where, I'm like reflecting on this intimacy and vulnerability. And in this day and age of like, we're all cam girls, we're all being like constantly data raped every single second of the day by every single application on our phones. And going analog just seems like the only cure to this deranged derailment that's happening, in this cross quarter cut of time and space. So I've been doing a lot of stuff like in person. I've been going out places and doing things, and I've been going out places and doing things, but I actually really have. And me sitting with my blanket, my flea market blanket. Um, I I don't know. I don't know how I feel truly, probably because I'm on my period. I don't really like I've never really liked being in a crowd of people that were super familiar with me. Like every time I interact with people from high school or something, they have this preconceived fantasy of who I am and what I am, and I'm not allowed to break that mold. Like there are these false rules that you can smell on somebody, right? Where they will not allow me to be anything more than what they have coined me without my consent. It's like a non-consensual fantasy that people put me into, and then I'm not allowed to play any other role than whoever the fuck they have decided that I am. And these are just like assholes from high school that I'll like run into at the store, or they, try to add me on Facebook or something, or I reconnect to them because they married somebody in the family. So like for convenience, I'll just be like, hey, what's up? Let's hang out, blah blah blah. And now that we're all family and whatnot, or it's just like really weird. And then they will non-consensually put you into categories that you don't fucking fit in, and if you don't play the part, then they will ghost you, or they will, I don't know. I feel like just a lot of people in America, a lot of people in Texas, a lot of people where I live need like ridiculous amounts of therapy, very expensive forms of therapy, and it's not gonna happen. So I have to let go of trying to create friendships with people around me. I just have to let go of it. But it's so difficult because then you have all of these like weird parasocial relationships with people from high school on the internet, and you're kind of like sort of friends with them. Like there's a lot of girls that I would feel like I accidentally like am giving them the wrong vibe if I just like up and delete everything. They'd be like, oh shit, like did you delete me personally? Like, and like just As if I'm out here trying to make beef. I hope I don't have sweat stains. It's over 100 degrees today. And yeah, I'm at this really weird point in time and space where I'm like, okay, I've dealt with somebody for the past like 3 or 4 years who was like a sociopath, like just a complete textbook narcissist, covert narcissist, sociopath. And they ghosted me for reasons undefined. And now I'm kind of like in this mending era of my life where I'm fixing things and mending things instead of just throwing them out. And I'm realizing like I wasted a large majority of my life being vulnerable with people who I would rather fucking I would rather tie them down and like rip their teeth out slowly than ever share a conversation with them ever again. Like the next time, the next form of intimacy they will receive from me will be a fist covered in blood, like kind of thing. Like that's the type of intimacy. We're gonna become sparring partners on a different level. Like and that sounds very vague and very threatening. Listen, let me put it this way. The next time I open myself up to somebody in my family, will like not in my family, but like somebody around here, the next time I open up to somebody on a one-on-one level will be on a fucking cooling rack in an autopsy room. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like that's the next time I will fucking open up to somebody, because it's not worth the aggravation of like someone just being performative. I've never, like outside of high school, I've never dealt with somebody being a fake friend. Somebody, what do you mean you pretended to be my friend for all this time? You pretended to like the things I liked. You went out with me and you pretended to be on the same page. That's a lot of effort. You're fucking crazy. I can't pretend to like that's crazy. That's fucking insane. I'm sorry. So anyways, I'm being very vague and that's unfair. But it doesn't matter. Because sometimes you have to be anonymous about these things, because other people will be watching this and think that it's them because they have narcissistic compulsion issues, and then it won't be even about them. And then, or they'll talk shit. It's just crazy. It's insane. I much rather prefer just being open, vulnerable, and honest with complete strangers, because y'all don't sit there and make up, fuck it, what you do actually. You do make weird fantasies for me and you put me into places and spaces that I don't belong in, and then when I do something against that, people are like, oh, I'm gonna unsubscribe, or oh, you're crazy, or oh, you're a bitch. And it's like, I don't fucking care what you say or think. Yeah, I am crazy. Yeah, I fucking suck. Yeah, I am a bitch. Please do unsubscribe. Like, ASAP, baby. Please do so. I don't understand why you're wasting your life watching me. Why I'm wasting my life hanging out with people who fucking don't care about me. That's insane to me. I cannot, at the ripe old age of the big 30 something, right? I cannot fathom going on a coffee date with somebody, making them pay for everything, and pretending to enjoy. Like, girl, I'm not your sugar mama. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm not. What is this? I don't understand. This is a new form of like false connection. It's crazy because like I do crave an intimate friendship in person where we could go do things. You want to go to the movies? You want to go to the mall? You want to go get a coffee? Do you want to go get a fucking croissant? Okay, like I had a fucking croissant today for the first time in like months. Okay, so I had two. Okay, and they're delicious. And I went by myself and I got a box of 6 croissants. I got 2 almond butters of chocolate, and 2 chocolate croissants. And I ate 2 of them myself, and the rest I broke bread with my family, because that's what you do. Okay, that's what you do. That's what it looks like to fulfill your needs and then to share, right? Like, okay. Also, everyone else ate sushi, so of course I just wanted the croissants. So do not comment on my eating habits or our eating habits. Okay? Blooms, sushis, croissant. That was what was consumed today under my fucking household. Okay? Okay. Like, other things. Yeah. And then, like, earlier, I ate a steak, but it was too salty. And it tasted almost like baking soda. Like they're doing something to the meat in America lately. It tastes like shit. It tastes like gray matter. It tastes like chum bucket shit. Like the fucking red meat in America does not taste real anymore. um anyways, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And so I think I'm gonna just be venting. Because that's actually what I want to do. I want to vent. And I also don't want to be a burden. So hi, welcome to my channel. 11 minutes in almost. Vent with me. With me. I am so fucking tired. Like, in your 30s, it's definitely time to cut the shit. Fucking cut the shit. Like, stop fucking with me. It's so annoying. And, like, I can't with the people who live here. I can't. Like, every time we go into Houston or Galveston, or we go, like, into the city, San Antonio, something like that. The cities in Texas, there's culture, there's delicious food, there is so much culture compact in every fucking neighborhood. It is fucking so strong, undiluted culture, neighborhood by neighborhood by neighborhood. It's just fucking packed in there, and it's so delicious and delectable and atmospheric, and it makes this place I live in look like dog shit, because it is. Because it is. And the people here suck too, and it's really sad. Now, I have my family members that are like extended family members that I love just because, like, I grew up with them and I love them, and I can appreciate them because they're real. They're who they are, and they're real. And that's what I really fucking appreciate about somebody, is their authenticity. Like, I know who they are. Now, do they always make the greatest decisions? Fuck no. But I could trust them to make a certain type of decision. And they're real about it. They're real ones. So I appreciate that. What I don't appreciate or prefer about a human is someone being a performative friend, a performative ally. Didn't know that was such a huge fucking thing down here in the South. But yeah, performative allyship apparently means that you can know somebody who's transgender, and then you get close to them and pretend to be their friend, and then go telling everybody their sexual secrets. You're not that person's friend. You're literally a fucking piece of shit. If you cozy up to a transgender person because you want to look super left and like woke and progressive online, and then they open up to you, and then you gather all their secrets and tell them to anybody within an earshot, you're not a fucking ally. You're a piece of shit. And, like, I can't believe that has to be said. But it does. It literally does. It literally does. It fucking literally does. It's just crazy. What it truly is I've been dealing with people that live in a small town that haven't left their front porch. And so they have like this strange amount of audacity because they've never been fucking laid out before. And because they've never left their front porch, they feel safe and whatever to talk shit and act the way they do because nobody's corrected them by laying their fucking ass out. And me, look, I've been laid out a couple times, but I'm still gonna talk shit. And that's the difference between me and them, is that there's just a difference. There's no fucking bone in my body that says that I would go and be a fucking fake anything, a poser, a LARPer, a cosplayer, not a cosplayer, but like a cosplayer in like a fashion sense or something. If I am what I am. That's it. I am what I am, and that's fucking it. And I just feel like I lost so much fucking patience for humans. I lost it all dealing with people. Sorry, I spit. Dealing with people the last 4, 5, 6 years. Since 2019, since I fucking died in a car wreck, I have no patience for people and their fucking games and their little stupid things they do to try to climb social ladders, I'll burn the fucking ladder down. I don't give a fuck what your social status is, how many people you know, how cool you are, how many dicks you sucked. I do not fucking care. You're a literal piece of shit. Like, that's that. Like, I don't care what your background is, whose dick you sucked at college. None of these things matter to me. I see you for who you are. Literally, I see myself for who I am. Like, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, like, I fucking point this, like, perception at myself. And then also with all of this AI shit, being perceived constantly and data raped, like, being data raped constantly. Like, anything you look up, anything you enjoy online, if you use any apps on your phone, it's just all harvested and collected and thrown back at you as, like, here's what you look like to us. And that's also something I'm dealing with. Like, I already hate when people put me in categories that I don't belong in. And then when it's a non-consensual data harvest spree from my apps, and they're like, would you like us to make a fucking list of things based upon us literally fucking monitoring your every step? I'm like, no. Like, that's what stalkers are for. That's what the FBI is for. That's what the CIA is for. Okay? Not YouTube or Pinterest or the algorithms on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or whatever. I don't need my data harvested and sold over and over again. And that's a fucking waste of money because I'm very lame. Literally, I'm looking up Thrift With Me videos, 4K walkthroughs in Scotland, and like recipe videos, fucking vlogs because I'm lonely and I'm like, oh, I need to body double somebody. Like, I am so fucking lame. And being reminded of that is kind of sweet. It's kind of fucked up, actually, to be reminded of like how fucking lame I am. And then I'm like, oh god, like I fucking I'm so lame, like this is cringe. Oh my god, like I already have a YouTube channel where I post nothing but shit posting, venting, fucking lame hauls, not even good editing. Like, I'm already the lamest of the fucking lamos, bro. Thank you for reminding me that every day, YouTube algorithm. Like, stop. It's like, it's physically hurting me. It's cringe, but to be cringe is to be free. I'm kidding. It's actually a lie. I feel like being cringe is a cage. I wish that I could be like these cool girls, these mysterious girls, and the only mystery behind me is, why would she post that? Is she okay? Like, it's really, funny. Just actually not. It's cringe. But, so yeah. I feel like we're at this really weird intersection in time and space with the AI stuff. I have like a lot of physical media, but I want more. I want more CDs, and I need to get an MP3 player and load up that fucker with all of my favorite songs and playlists. Yeah, I want to get a CD burner. I want to burn some CDs. Get into my pirate shit. Oh, just kidding. Me with the fucking juicy couture bag and a fucking camcorder in my bag at the movie theaters. LimeWire, we're going old school. Like, go analog. Use a camcorder to illegally record videos. They how do you say the movies. Somebody gets up, somebody's coughing. Like old school movie theaters where someone would be smoking a cigarette and there's like smoke. God. Have y'all ever been so down bad that you paid like some chick around the block like $5 for a bootleg DVD, burned DVD of a movie that they shot from their purse? Have you ever been that down bad? Because I have. Am I proud of it? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. So embarrassing. so funny. Anyways, so we've been doing like a lot of going out in person and doing things, like getting out of town, and I've been refining my friendships, like the ones that I have this one person in my life who only wants to be friends because it could possibly be valuable to them. And girl, you don't think I'm funny? Like, like I'm just insulted. It is an insult because our relationship is just like very surface level, nothing. And that's sad. Like, I made a friend with a little barista girl when I was in Yellowstone, and I gave her I had like this moon, how do you say? The moon, a lunar ring that I put in my nose. There we go, piercing. And I kept it on my purse, and this person she was dealing with before me was like extraordinarily rude and treated her like shit, and like kept coming back and making her like dump a cup into another cup into another cup. Like she was like, oh, the lid doesn't fit, and then like they'd walk away and come back and like cut in line and be like, ma'am, this lid is messed up. And it was like the case of the messed up lid. And the poor girl was like, oh my god, and the person was just being really rude to her. And so I saw her like every day, and then I was like, hey, I noticed you have a nose ring, would you like a moon one? I have it on my purse. I don't ever wear it, and like you could wash it and keep it or whatever. She was like, yeah, oh my god, I was just thinking about buying one. And yeah, it's just meeting new people is nice. Just being nice to new people and like having a conversation. Me talking to people is nice whenever they're fucking chill. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just really weird. It's really, really weird. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really, really weird. And confusing. And, yeah. Being vulnerable with people is weird. And then, like, sometimes I just get so mad. I go on Facebook and I'll say something very stupid and very. Oh, it's not stupid. It's just very matter of fact, like, fuck you if you support blah, blah, blah. And then, whatever. Yeah. So people get really, I don't know. People just want to stalk you. I think that's what it is. Like, the girls from high school just want to know that I'm not doing better than them, but I am, and then that pisses them off. And so then it becomes like a really weird thing. Like, they're aggravated at me, and at that point, I'm like, girl, please block me. Like, if I'm pissing you off that bad, please, for the love of God, Jesus Christ, Ganesha, anybody, Buddha, I don't know, Lucifer, block me. Please, like, block me if I'm pissing you off to the point of you stalking my stories. Like, please, like, feel free, because you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of fucked up. Like, curb your fucking compulsion. You know what I mean? See a fucking therapist. I don't know what to tell you. Like, girl, grow up. Like, at that point, like, buy a pantsuit. Like, girl, grow up. Like, girl, like, file your taxes. Like, girl, grow up. Like, I don't know. And I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm saying that I'm doing better than I was in high school. And that pisses people off whenever you do something. Like, I had this one girl call me up drunk one time, and she tried to convince me to shave my head. She said I would look so good with my head shaved. And I was like, you're just doing that mean girl shit. Like, in my head, I was like, thanks, but no thanks. I'm not gonna fucking, like, thank you for suggesting I should shave my head. Like, I know this is coming from a place of spite, but thank you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just ridiculous. My mom told me never let somebody with an ugly haircut cut your hair, and like, never let your homegirls cut your hair, and like, never, like, she told me a lot of things, a lot of good things, a lot of bad things, but that's something that I always kind of took to heart. That was like, never let an ugly girl cut your hair. If you have like long, beautiful hair, never. If she has a bad haircut, do not do it. And that sounds really mean, and my mom was very mean, Like, she was nice to everybody but me. Me, yeah, she was kind of a bitch, but like at the same time, she wasn't wrong about that. Every time I've ever got my hair cut by like a mean old lady or like a girl with a really ugly haircut, it's always been really fucked up. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know why. This is mean. And my mom claimed it was because they want to spread their sourness. And I was like, Mom, I don't think so. But now I'm kind of wondering. You know, like, so anyways, so I am the only ugly girl that's allowed to cut my hair now, from now on. And my friend who cut my hair before is not ugly. She's actually really beautiful. But what I'm saying is, like, people before that who cut my hair had ugly hair. And it turned out really ugly. I went back and looked at some pictures of my hair and I was like, what the fuck were you thinking? I wasn't. I wasn't. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just really weird. And then also, like, just posting stuff online is weird. I want to be more creative with my vlogs. At the same time, I don't, like, have the attention span to do that at the moment. You know, I'm not on Adderall. I'm not on, you know, pharmaceuticals. I'm not medicated for anything right now other than anxiety attacks. And I haven't had one in a while. Very grateful for that. So I've just kind of been like, dude, literally getting out of where I live and going to the mountains and staying there for a week, it changed my life. It changed my perspective, and I don't know what to say other than that. Like, I saw a fox that was like damn near over 4 feet long. It was the biggest fox I've ever seen in my life. And I stopped and I said, oh my gosh, a fox. And it sat down and looked at me and cocked its head like something out of a Studio Ghibli movie. And then just went around and like started like checking cabins for food and stuff. Like, it was its thing. Like, it was an extremely, really, really intelligent fox. And it was just the coolest, most bushy, huge red tail with a white tip. It was so fucking beautiful. Oh my god. I saw bears with their cubs, and I saw a black bear grazing on the side of the road. I saw bison up front, like up close and personal, and ate bison. I eat bison every night. It's really good. It tastes way better than the beef does here. I ate some elk too. I feel so different now, and I feel more settled. I'm still very angry and disappointed in the world around me. I'm still very cautious of everything. My OCD is still pretty high. I have severe OCD, and that's just from trauma, and that's just something that it's hard to manage with every day. Um, but I'm doing a lot better, and I need to give myself credit for that. I'm doing a lot better than, you know, I have been, and my therapists would be proud. My psychiatrist would be proud. So, and that's why they like let me go initially, is because they were like, you got this, you can do this, like, just fucking grow up. My therapist and my therapist was like, actually, we don't need to have any more conversations, like, you're just paying me to hang out with me. And then my psychiatrist was like, you're gonna be fine, you're doing really good, you're gonna make it through this. And I did. And I didn't believe them, but I did, which is kind of fucked up. No, I'm kidding, it's not fucked up at all. It's actually the opposite of fucked up. Yeah. So I don't know, I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish I could like make more cinematic videos. I've been watching a lot of cinematic vlogs lately, and that's something I really want to get into. At the same time, I have to go on eBay and acquire a camcorder and other things like a digital camera, like to get the shots that I really want. And it's kind of like one of those things where I'm like, when I'm experiencing something, I always have my phone out and I'm always recording, even though the recording's kind of shitty. And so I have to sacrifice true memory for recording. And that is where I'm like, I'm at this fucking, I can't pass it up because I want to physically enjoy every sensation. But you know, there's the whole whatever, like enjoy it or record it kind of thing. You can't do both. So anyways, doesn't matter. I'm gonna go. On that note, I'm gonna go. Somebody's texting me, so gotta respond to that. And maybe I'll see you guys later. Good luck out there. Bye bye.